Hi guys, welcome to my Friday handmade happy hour. I am Tracy with Print Cut Craft. And if you're new here, I help people learn how to use their Cricut machine. We do DIY crafting and we do crafting with DTF transfers. And so today on my Friday handmade happy hour, sometimes I'm crafting, sometimes we're just doing tips and tricks. I'm going to make sure first that I'm actually live in the right place. Which I don't quite, yes. Okay, good. And then I'm going to share this to our Jingle Mingle group. Share to group. Hang on, let me find the right group. We are doing a fun event, which I wanted to talk about today. Jingle. Okay, well, I can't share from this way. Okay, I'll have to share it later. Hey, Susan. So we're going to be doing a fun event next week called Jingle Mingle. I know it's a Christmas name. We started it with, I think we had like 12 of my biz besties, and now it's grown to like 16 of us, I think. And so we're going to do a fun event next week. It's free. It's called Spring Jingle Mingle. And so we've started the Jingle Mingle is normally the Christmas one. It's in July. And then this year we're doing a spring one, and then we're going to do a fall edition too. And so that's kind of like the schedule of events. But this event is free to everyone. And me and 16 of my biz besties are going to get together and we do a 2-day event. So starting on March 6th at 10 a.m., we're going to have every hour until the last one starts, I think at 6 p.m. on March 6th, which is a Thursday. And then Friday, March 7th, they start at 10 a.m. And I think the last one starts at 4 p.m. And then they're just sessions where a lot of us are crafters. So if you like crafting, then this is definitely going to be super fun for you. But there's also boutique owners, there's a baker, there's fitness and health and wellness. And so we kind of cover a lot of topics in there. So I'm going to be crafting. And so for my project, we're going to be crafting with DTF transfers, which I've been doing for my Jingle Mingle the last few times, just because it's easy and anybody can do it. And so one of the projects I'm going to be making is this cute bunny. And the normally, because I do Cricut crafting, we would do like vinyl for some of these, but which I'll show you some other samples of what DTF transfers are and what you could do for crafting with them. But I wanted to do it for the feet, so you could see they kind of have like a weathered, worn look. And you can get some of that with some paint, but depending on how you paint, it might not work out. Like it might just be more one-dimensional kind of, I guess. And then the carrot, the top of the carrot is a DTF, and you have two other choices. You have Happy Easter, Happy Spring, and I think another carrot says Hippity Hoppity. And so you can choose what you want your carrot to say. And then the face is a DTF also. And so then we painted pink and the cheeks pink, and then we painted our wood white. So I'm going to show you how to make this, how easy it is to make this. We're going to make this live next Thursday at 1 p.m. And so instead of doing my Friday handmade happy hour on Friday, I'm going to do it Thursday at 1. And so we're also going to be making some seasonal coasters, which I'll show you that in a second. And we're going to do some Easter tags. And so I'll open that one in a second and show you what that is going to look like too. But I wanted to show you the supplies that you're going to need. But first, I want to show you what you can make with the DTF crafting. Well, a lot of people know that. Let me show you what a DTF actually is first. It's just a little image printed on a transfer carrier sheet. And we print ours with a white background. So then, like, here's another little guy. And so you can use these on all sorts of things. The difference between this and sublimation is that sublimation, it's best to have a cotton poly blend. And then and there's some restrictions on what you can and can't not do with a sublimation print. These are going to be brighter, I find, than sublimation prints. Although if you have a sublimation printer at home, that's great too. But I happen to like them because they're very versatile and you can do so many different things. And so what we started doing with them, of course, you could put them on any clothing you want, but which I'll show you in just a second. But I like to do it for crafting. And so let me show you some ways that we've used DTFs around here. So the first obvious choice is t-shirts. You know, everybody wears t-shirts, and this is just a DTF print. You just easily take this larger design. You're going to press it on your shirt, and We did that one last year, I think, for the spring jingle mingle. And then we also did we pressed it on a gift bag. And then so the bunny happens to be the DTF, and then the word Emma, the customization, that's with the vinyl on top of it. So there's just lots of ways. And I'm going to put the link right here. If you want to join us for Jingle Mingle, I'm adding the link. You just go to my web page, and then let me show you what that's going to look like. So this is just some information about it. Here's the schedule of events. We're having a fun grand prize that is going to be amazing. One person is getting everybody. I think there's 16 of us. Somebody's getting a mega grand prize. Here's what's happening March 6th, Thursday, March 6th. And then you can click on everybody's picture and find their Facebook page. So that's very handy. And then March 7th, which is Friday, that's going to be the lineup for that day. So there's just lots of fun things happening all day long for 2 days. And then I know I'm giving away some prizes. I know a lot of my biz besties also give away prizes during their live. So you have to come and hang out and see what we're doing. So if you're new to DTF crafting, it's sort of like kind of a cross between a printable, a napkin, or sublimation. Where is it? It's just a printed on. It's ink that's printed on a carrier sheet that you could press. And so you could do, traditionally, people would use a heat press, like my big heat press right back here. We are going to be using some of that. I think we might not be for Jingle Mingle. I might just use my other smaller heat presses, but like you could add it to wood, and it's just got such a nice finish, but you can get all the details in a DTF that you really can't do with just vinyl. And so that's why I like to incorporate, when we're crafting, incorporate some of these type of things into what we're doing with the Cricut machine and our wood cutout blanks. So we manufacture our own wood cutouts and we put DTFs on them a lot. So like we did this one last Christmas, I think, or the Christmas before. And so this is just a DTF print. We pressed it on the wood cutout we have, and then you can customize it with your own name. We've also done ornaments. And so this one's just translucent. Like here's a different one. And so there's just lots of fun things you can do with DTF transfers. So let me show you. I'm just going to show you some of the, I don't know which tag I'm going to make, but I'm going to show you the pink bunny ones. There's a pink edition, like a blue one. This is like kind of like the blue kind of theme. And then we've got like a pink bunny theme. They're not all bunny, but pink Easter tag theme. And these are going to go, when I craft live next week, on a tag. We're going to press them on a tag, and I'm going to paint it. Hey, Evangeline, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to add some cute ribbon or make a bow or something like that. Oh, nice. You just joined the club and box. Awesome. And then, so that's the one bunny. And then that's the little cute egg. Look at this cute little duck. I mean, this can be so cute. I'm thinking this would be super cute to make tags and then customize it with a name. Like for like a little kid or grandkid, it'd be cute to put their name like up and down or cursive on the side, or maybe over the top. There's a lot of different things you can do with this, but you could also make this and add it to like a gift basket or a gift bag if you're going to somebody's house for Easter brunch or lunch or dinner, and you want to come with the hostess gift. Hey, Brenda. Okay, so that's going to be like the Easter tag. I don't know if I'm going to do, maybe I'll do one blue and one pink. Let me show you the link for that. If you want to order kits, we have those ready to ship. Okay. So we have two different options for tags, a blue bunny kit and a pink bunny kit. And I didn't grab all of the coaster kits, but we're going to do the vintage spring coaster kit. And so we have our wood cutouts. We're going to be pressing it on here, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to finish that up. But these come in a few different types. Like, let me go over here and find it. So if you go to our page, you can, like this is if you want to get the bunny kit, you just need to make sure to tell us which one. Do you want Happy Easter Carrot, Happy Spring Carrot, or Hippity Hoppity? And then the wood tags, if you click on these, you can see you have a choice between the pink Easter, blue Easter. We have other ones too, but we're just focusing on the Easter ones right now. And then we have coasters, and we have a few different varieties of the spring one. We're gonna do this vintage spring, and we're gonna do but we have a vintage Easter, we have a bunny, and we have a vintage rose that's new, which is this one. That's the vintage rose. But they come in like lots of different varieties. So that is what that is. Okay, but DTF crafting is just so quick and easy. It's just anybody can do it. And I'm going to show you the supplies we're going to need. And my overhead camera is not working today, so I'm going to just hold everything up. Okay, believe it or not, most of what I do with my DTF transfers, all the coasters, all the tags, I do with a little travel iron. Just a little travel iron. And you could do it with your little mini easy press. You could do it with your big heat press. Like I'm going to show some of it. I might do the carrot on my big heat press. But you can also do your Cricut press. You could do a regular iron, whatever kind of heat source you have. It has to be something that you can press on there. So you're going to need a heat source. So I'm going to use my little travel iron. And you need to make sure if you're going to use an iron, it does not have water in it. And then it definitely needs to be set below the steam setting. Something else, other things that are going to be good to have is some parchment paper. You don't need this, but if you happen to have some heat tape, that's handy if you wanted to hold it in place. And I'll show you about that. And then you're going to need some type of sanding tool. So you could do a sanding block, or I started using these little metal, metal sanding tool. I don't know what you call this. I'm sure there's probably a name for that. But I like it better because I wear these out a lot. And so then these, they're not going to get worn out. So I got a bundle of these that came in a bunch of different shapes. And so like on Amazon, they're really cheap. So I think what we have is if you go join our Jingle Mingle, and it has a Facebook link, go click to join over on the Facebook link. In the Facebook Jingle Mingle group, sanding file. Thanks, Brenda. If you join in the Jingle Mingle group, there's a place for you to enter the grand prize giveaway to win something from all of us. That's 16 prizes. It's awesome. And then 2, in the guides, that's where a lot of us are going to go live. I'm going to go live on my main page. A lot of us will go live on our main page and Jingle Mingle, depending on technology, if Facebook is working that day. But for sure, we're going to go live in Jingle Mingle. And that's where you can go catch the replays. But you can go to everybody's guides and see like information about them. What are they going to do during their time slot? What are they going to be presenting? And then a lot of us, if your crafters, have a kit if you want to purchase, or some of us have downloadables if you want to grab the downloadables, or we have free opt-ins. Like there's something for everybody. And so that's definitely where you can go over there and find the information that you need in the guides. Susan, that might be going up today because I knew we were just talking about that in my business group. They were asking where's the link for that. I'll go double check. I'm pretty sure that's going to go live today. I'll check after I'm off here, and then I'll go post that in the make a big post about it in Jingle Mingle as well if it's live. And so the drawing for that is going to be March 14th. Let me go back to the page to see what the time. I don't know if we put the time on there, but let's see. I'll say grand prize giveaway on March 14th. It's normally in the evening. I'll have to go check I'll have to go check if we put a time on that one. I don't 100% know, but I just wanted to go over what supplies you're going to need for my session, which is Thursday, March 6th at 1 p.m. And then, which is simply something to sand with. The main things you really need: something to sand with and a heat source, like a little iron or a heat press or a Cricut heat press, a big heat press, something like that. And you will need some paint. For this one, I used some cream paint, and then your kit comes with some raffia, and I'm going to show you how to make this, how to attach this, make your own little bit. And then we're going to go over painting it, assembling the little bunny, and then using your heat press to add the DTFs to the different parts of the bunny. And then we're going to be doing a tag or two and a coaster or two. And if you guys have done DTF before, put it in the comments. Like, it is so easy, right, guys? We've had some people who have some issues, and just it does take a minute to get the technique down. But the biggest tip is, as long as you let it cool, it's going to be good. And then I've got an easier way this time to start to peel it off the plastic carrier sheet, a much easier way that anybody can do. So yeah, no worries, Susan. We'll definitely post that link over there. Yay, Sherry, thanks. I know it's so easy, and that's one thing I like. Like, while I love my Cricut machine and we love Cricut crafting, one, I like to mix stuff up. Vicky says it's really fun too. I know, it's so easy. And like a lot of people, we've had so many people make these for Christmas gifts because they come in all sorts of different styles. And it's something easy, small, that you like. If you get multiple type of seasons, some of these crafts we do can really stack up. Like, I'm like, where are we putting this stuff? And so lately, a lot of my crafts, I've really tried to make it where they're you can store them flat. So if they have a back to them, you can take it off and store it flat, just because by the time you get a bunch of home decor things for all the seasons, you do have to store it. But these little things, they're not that big. So that's what we're doing for Jingle Mingle. Make sure you go over to let me put the link in again, our page. This will lead you over to the Jingle Mingle Facebook group. And then click the link, join the Facebook group, and copy. Hey, Marla. I was just going over, Marla, the supplies you need for Jingle Mingle, and I'll show you that real quick too. And then if you want to purchase any of the DTFs that I'm going to be crafting with, that's where you can get those too. So, but basically, you're going to need a heat source. If you have some parchment paper, that's going to be nice. You don't have to. If you happen to have heat tape, that'll be nice, but you don't have to. Some type of sanding tool, sanding file, or a sanding block. And then you could use your Cricut heat press. You could use a big heat press. Like, I'm going to use my big heat press for part of it. And then, but mostly for the small little things, for these type of little sizes, I always use my little iron 99% of the time. For the bigger pieces, I might use something bigger, but you can still use your little heat press for all of this. No problem at all. So that's what we got going on over here for our Friday Handmade Happy Hour. Next Friday, I'm going to go back to doing a craft with our Simplified SVG Society files. I think we're going to do something with the printable next time. But for next week's Handmade Happy Hour, I'm going to go live at Thursday at 1 during my time for Jingle Mingle, because Friday, there's sessions going on all day Thursday, Friday, and I want you to go to that. So, and then just if you miss any of the sessions, because it's all day, that's a long time, you can go back and watch the replays inside the Jingle Mingle Facebook group, and then and find all the information you want about each presenter in the guides. And then at the top, I'll go check after this about the grand prize giveaway. There's a link to go enter the grand prize giveaway. You have to enter to be eligible for that one. And then that one's going to be drawn on March 14th. So I hope to see you there, guys. We're going to be live next week, Thursday, Friday, for Jingle Mingle. It's going to be fun. All right, I will post the supplies that we're going to need over in Jingle Mingle. And then if you guys have questions, put them in the comments. We'll get your questions answered. And then I hope to see you there. See you next Thursday. Bye.